I'm gonna take you hunting in southeastern Colorado for whitetail and mule deer on our farm. We've had some great luck, not only guiding clients out on the farm, but also going out and hunting ourselves. We usually use Conquest scents, we use a mixture of Millennium tripods, we use some muddy permanent blinds, we use Montana decoys. We incorporate every way we can to help increase the odds in our favor. Since we farm out there and there's a lot of agriculture, it seems like the deer load up in there in the winter pretty heavy. So it's usually a pretty dang good place to hunt. Last year, I shot a beautiful whitetail buck that came into my Montana doe decoy on the river bottom. We had just gotten hit with a snowstorm, and this beautiful buck saw that decoy and couldn't stand it. He had to come by and check it out. This beautiful buck was way bigger than the bucks I usually harvest, but he just happened to be the first one to walk by in bow range. I was pretty excited with him, and he didn't run far before dropping right by a little river. Now I know that looks like a creek to most of you, but in Colorado, that's a river. Look at this beautiful Colorado whitetail. Well, this year, me and the boys are back down on the river bottom on the farm, hoping to harvest some beautiful deer again and fill up the freezers. Well, this year I decided to go with a Millennium tripod that was set up on the edge of one of our alfalfa fields. Now, my plan this year was to try and hold out for one of the really big whitetail bucks or one of the really big mule deer bucks we had been seeing. Now, not only are most of our guides more trophy hunters than I am, so are most of our clients. Well, in this hunt, I had guides videoing behind me in another Millennium tripod. I had my new Bear magnesium riser with some brand new limbs, and I was set up hoping to shoot a really good buck. I had the rest of the season to hunt, so I had plenty of time and was hoping to take a good buck. Well, I started doing a little rattling, and all of a sudden, this little whitetail buck shows up, and he's cruising around, and he is gonna walk right past my tripod. There's no way I can let that happen. I'm losing my mind. Once I see him, all my thoughts of a big buck and holding out went right out the window. This buck comes by, I grab my Bear recurve, I come back to full draw, and I shoot. And my arrow goes right where I'm looking. It's a low shot right in the chest, and as soon as it hits, I know it's fatal. This deer only runs out in the field about 40 yards and piles up right in front of me. I am super excited. Now, of course, my guide, who is sitting back there videoing, starts laughing like, seriously? This is the first evening you've been out? We can see a 180-inch mule deer over here. There's a 140-inch whitetail over here in the field, and you shoot that first buck that walks by. One day, maybe I'll be a trophy hunter, but it's not yet. I just can't do it. When they come by, I forget everything, I get excited, and I can't hold out. So I am pretty excited with this buck. What made it really neat though, I also had a little GoPro on my head, so you can actually see, as this buck comes by, from my angle, what I'm seeing as I draw my bow. You almost always know it's a good shot when you see a deer or an elk or anything kick out. When I see this buck kick out, I know it's not gonna go very far. I watched the buck drop in the field and could not wait to go over and take a look at this beautiful whitetail buck. Too awesome. I'm shooting that's the new custom takedown by Bear Archery. And I literally just got this set up, was shooting it, loved it. Shooting the Easton Axis 500s, shooting a Muzzy broadhead, and I got set up. You can see the Millennium ladder stand right there. And that's what I love about those tripods, is you can set up those tripods pretty much anywhere. You can throw them over your shoulder, walk with them, put them in the back of your truck, walk somewhere and get set up. And this beautiful buck was rutted up. He was chasing does around. It's the first day I've hunted. I can't say I haven't seen a ton of big deer as well. I have. Dude, I couldn't help it. I've still got a month and a half of season. And that was my first sit in the Millennium tripod. And when that bow came back, it just felt too nice. May not be a trophy buck to some, but to me, it was awesome. I shot it with my recurve. I made a great shot. I watched it drop in front of me, and I was gonna have some great meat for me and everybody else to enjoy. Well, here's the beautiful buck I just shot. You can see he's broken off on one side, but you know, the real trophy is the experience being out there, making a good clean shot. That buck went, here I'll range it, as he was only right, he was literally right in front of that stand. And that deer has made it 41 yards before he dropped. So just an absolutely beautiful deer, and I couldn't be more excited.